Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your February love readings. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And these readings are really about relationships. So whether you are single or you are with somebody or looking to be with somebody, it's really about your relationship with others and your relationship with yourself. So let's take a look at your animal spirit. Sweet results await. And then grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yeah, I really feel like, this is kind of like your spirit guides and angels coming out and saying, Gemini, the thing about you is that you have such a loving spirit about you. You're uplifting, you're funny, you're creative, you're witty, you're smiling, and all of that is helping to attract in the person that is truly meant for you. And I feel like with this bee spirit, sweet results away, that there is, it's about staying optimistic. If you're not with that person yet, or it's like you've just met them, or maybe you've been with them for a while and it's kind of like, okay, is this going to last or something like that? It's letting yourself know that, yeah, sweet results are on the way. So I love this energy. There's something here about you truly being in your power to achieving something. Now we're asking about your relationship sector, but I feel like there's this sense of really stepping into your power and recognizing your own gratitude for yourself. And I feel like for some of you, there has been this achievement, if you will, in your love or relationship sector, kind of like either closing out a relationship from the past, finally seeing the lessons that you have learned, the accomplishment that you have made. Perhaps for some of you, it is truly stepping into this energy of regaining your power after perhaps giving your power up to a certain person or a relationship or a situation, whether it's romance, friend, family, coworker, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like you're stepping back into your power, understanding that what you have gone through, I think you're seeing that you're being grateful for the lessons that you have learned, because there's almost this energy of building healthy boundaries in your relationship, because in the past you may not have had truly healthy boundaries, and therefore you had a lot of conflict in your relationships. Once again, no matter what sector of your life it was, whether it was romance, family, friend, you're understanding that all of those relationships are ways for us to evolve as a soul, right? And coming into that energy of realizing that when we're in a relationship, if we are not happy with ourselves, right? Sometimes we will give up our power, or if we feel like we're not worthy enough, we'll give up our power to somebody else or to the situation. You have a huge, I'm looking ahead here just a little bit, you have a huge transformation. It's kind of like you are truly coming to the end of a cycle. And because of that, end of a cycle as far as your relationship with yourself and the way that you are showing up in relationships, okay? So that is, yeah, you're just, oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful. Because I feel like for a long time, we're going to go to the tarot. Your present energy is that you're anxious, right? I feel like you are at the end of this cycle. The Nine of Swords is almost to the 10. The 10 of Swords means the cycle is over. Perhaps a very long, difficult cycle. You may have lost not just one relationship. You may have lost a couple or even a significant amount of your relationships in perhaps like the last, I'm going to say 7 to 9 years. Okay. I feel like it's at the end of a karmic cycle. Karmic cycles are usually 7 years long. It's almost like you're at the end of a karmic cycle. And it's about almost kind of like taking the time to ground and reflect on the accomplishments that you have made because of the difficulties you have had in your relationships. Now, I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, right? But because of the difficult relationships you have, kind of attracted in the past, you are now in a position where you can step more into your power. You're no longer giving your power up in your relationships. You're understanding that your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship. And when we give our power up to others, then we're actually kind of like letting ourselves down. So it's this sense of understanding that you're almost at the end of this journey. Truly, honestly, Gemini, I think the last lesson is to really step into the understanding that you are at the end of this journey, right? You are at the end of this chapter, that there are better things ahead for you in your relationship sector because you have learned the lesson. Perhaps you don't really understand how much you have learned over this last 7 to 9 years. It would be, a great journal opportunity, or just a chance to meditate or take a walk in the woods, right? Reconnect with nature and really think about the last 7 to 9 years and how you have taken back your power, after perhaps many conflicts in relationships. Understanding that the theme in all of those conflicts was that you were not in your power. You were not setting those healthy boundaries, right? You may have gone from having unhealthy boundaries to walls, right? To now having built healthy boundaries of understanding that before you make any major choice in your relationship, you reconnect to yourself. Is this choice that I'm making in my relationship, is that for my highest good, or am I trying to please somebody? Am I trying to keep somebody in my sector? Am I afraid I'll be rejected if I say no to somebody, right? It's this energy of stepping back into your power, knowing, that maybe you have lost a lot along the way, but that you are okay, that you are fine just as you are. And, understanding you're okay if you don't have a romantic relationship. It may be something that you want, but it's not like you're going to give up your power in order just to have somebody else in your life. That's a huge accomplishment right there. Yeah, I feel like there is, there's somebody new trying to come in, and I feel like they're trying to come in pretty quickly, right? But you're kind of doubting this. This could be even that type of relationship where it comes in so quickly. You are afraid that you haven't actually finished out this cycle. You're not really sure you have the healthy boundaries, right? It's about taking your time in this relationship, going slow. We have the Page of Cups, going slow, understanding that this person, I feel like you do have somebody coming in, and we can see maybe when or how this person is coming in, but there's somebody that is destined to come in on your path. For some of you, I am going to say, I feel like there could be this reoccurrence from somebody from the past with the Judgment card and the Hanged Man, kind of like taking a look at a past relationship. This person could be coming back around. We have Valentine's Day this week. We have Pluto soon moving into Aquarius. There's this energy here of perhaps taking a look at a past relationship. But here's the thing, even if this person comes back, right? It's about staying in your power, understanding that walking away from this person, or if this person walked away from you, like picking yourself back up, reassessing your life, making choices that are good for you, learning to love yourself again. That has been all of your accomplishment. It is your choice about how you want to proceed. No matter if this is a new person or somebody coming back from the past. For some of you, I think that there are more than one option. There could be somebody coming back from the past, plus some new opportunities with the Seven of Cups. Understanding that I feel like you're really shining at this time. This is lovely energy, being in your power, being grateful for what you have experienced on this path, but also being grateful for where you know you're going. And I feel like you're going to make the right judgment call here. You know, you're stepping back into that energy of understanding. I now make decisions that are best for me and not what other people want for me or to keep somebody in my life. Wow, yeah, this is just really something new coming in, much more balanced. Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, lots of good news. You know, just understanding that you are in this new loving space. So let's take a look at your obstacles. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the travel. Okay, Gemini, for some of you, if this person from the past, okay, because I do feel like there is a little bit of that energy, and you know me that I don't go there, you know, very often, but there is a little bit of an energy of somebody coming back, maybe traveling a distance to see you. And I feel like you are, you know, pretty separated from this person at this time. Here's the key to this person. If they do come back, you're going to see them exactly for who they are. It's a kind of like the dreamy part of you, okay? Maybe a little bit triggered, but you're quickly going to fall back into your heart and make this decision based on what is good for you. 9 and 10 of Cups, right? You could have walked away from something because it wasn't your 9 and 10 of Cups. Understanding, okay, I'm still willing to go forward on my path until I find the one that is truly meant for me. For others of you, if this is a new person coming in, right? I feel like there is perhaps some distance between you. So it could be that you meet this person on a vacation or something like that. For some of you, if you're going like on a work, traveling for work, convention, or something like that, going somewhere for a workshop or something like that, or you could have met this person at, you know, some type of a work event that you had to travel to or they had to travel to. I feel like, you know, understanding, okay, this is a relationship that I feel like I want to put more time and energy into. I feel like this could be my 9 or 10 of Cups, but with this travel card, okay, understanding that there is a little bit of a distance, you know, kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to get involved with somebody that is at a distance from me, right? For others of you, I feel like you may think the travel card could mean that if this is a new person that you feel like they're not truly in alignment with you, okay? So you're looking, it's almost like you're kind of nitpicking, and I'm going to use that word kind of in a loving way, something that is different about them than is about other people that you have dated or been with in the past, okay? Now, the thing is that you don't want exactly what you had in the past, right? Because you have graduated to the next level. But I feel like you're almost kind of like, but this person is so different than me, right? That could be a good thing though, Gemini. It's about taking a look at it, right? Going slow, because we have the Temperance card. Going slow, not rushing into this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because your obstacle is what you're working on that is actually you're going to overcome in the next month, right? So we have the Queen of Swords, seeing clearly about closing out a certain chapter, the lessons that you have learned, the wisdom that you have brought into your own sense of knowledge, and starting a new chapter, right? Closing something out and then moving into a more committed relationship. I truly feel like for some of you, this could be somebody coming back from the past. Yeah, that was a marriage or a long-term committed relationship that ended. But once again, I feel like you have more than one option. I feel like if somebody from the past is coming back, there's also this energy of somebody new coming back. And what you're doing is trying to see, okay, is there a commitment here? You know, you're actually trying to see, can we go from the Page of Cups, right, to a committed relationship? So that's kind of your obstacle. It could be that maybe instead of trying to see where the relationship is going to go, it's about really stepping into enjoying, getting to know this other person, making that process a little bit longer, learning, okay, what your similarities and your differences are, and kind of like going on that journey in a very grounded way. And not trying to go out on a first date. This is like a first date and get married all in the same day. It's about going slow. I think you're going to be really excited about whoever this person is. Even if you have more than one coming in, right? It could be a while since you have actually attracted in people that you've been interested in. And I feel like you're almost kind of like in this energy of, okay, I just want to jump into it. So let's see what your advice is. Yeah, transformation, a leg up. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands here. For some of you, it could be a twin flame connection. Once again, it could be somebody that you were married to before that's coming in with this offer saying, I've changed. I'm ready for something new. Perhaps in the past they weren't really ready. This could be somebody you thought you were going to marry, but it never ended up that you did actually get married, right? Something, ended it before you got to that point, or in some type of a committed relationship. I feel like they're coming back in. There's somebody here that wants to be committed, and it's not just you, Gemini. There's somebody that wants to be committed. For others of you, I feel like you perhaps have changed. Okay, so if somebody that you dealt with in the past is not coming back and wanting to be committed, okay, because this is a leg up, is the Ace of Pentacles, coming in with a good offer, wanting it to be a solid relationship. It could be somebody new, right? That's coming in and is saying the same thing. Hey, I want to really get to know you. I'd like to, whatever that might mean, take our relationship to the next level, right? I feel like for some of you, that is the transformation. You could have been keeping your dating life very casual, just kind of like, no, I'm not getting in a committed relationship. Could be some of you haven't dated in a while and you're just like fine with that. I'm not going to date anybody else. I feel like there's a transformation. I feel like this person comes in, and in the past, when you were kind of like, no, I'm good on my own, right? All of a sudden, this person kind of piques your interest enough that you're transforming what you believe in and kind of stepping into this energy of perhaps wanting a committed relationship again. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, the King and Queen of Pentacles are the epitome, if you will, of the old married couple. The couple that gets married and is with each other for life, right? They're reliable, they're responsible, they're very nurturing of each other, they're very nurturing of their family, they're very financial savvy and stable, right? They're extremely grounded, and I feel like that's what you're kind of looking for. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. Okay. Gemini, I do feel like this person has already been looking at you. Okay. Whether it's a person from the past and they've been looking at you on your social media or whatever that might mean, or asking friends about you. Or the other thing is that if it's not someone from the past, I feel like there is this energy where somebody in your community or something, because we have the Three of Pentacles, somebody that maybe you work with, okay, or lives in your neighborhood or goes to the same gym or something like that. There's somebody that's kind of like been admiring you. That's exactly it. You have a secret admirer here. I don't feel like they have really, for a lot of you, I don't think that they have stepped up to the plate, actually offered this cup of love. Okay. It could be somebody that you talk to, but they haven't really shared how they feel about you. I feel like you're getting a message. It's coming in. Like you might get flowers, right, sent to you out of the blue on Valentine's Day or something like that. or a Valentine card or whatever. It just almost this energy of, okay, I've been wanting to ask you out for a long time. You know, it's that type of energy. It's almost like I feel like you're shining so brightly, Gemini, right now, that this person is almost like intimidated or concerned. If it's somebody from the past, I don't know how Gemini is going to take these roses that I send or this candy or this text or whatever. You know, it is that type of energy. Okay, so let's pull the romance angel cards here for a little bit more advice. And then we're going to pull one more card here for you. Let's see what we have here. Pay attention to the red flags. Past a life relationship and worth waiting for. And then you also have keep an open mind. Okay, I do feel like for some of you, this is either somebody from the past or somebody that might remind you a little bit of somebody that you had a relationship with in the past. Or it could be somebody that maybe you went out on a date with a couple of times and then it just kind of fizzled out for one reason or another. Or maybe they moved away, right? Something happened. It just, you just kind of went your own way. I feel like there's almost this energy of wanting to reconnect with you. So you have the past life. Pay attention to the red flag. So I feel like you are going slow, getting to know them, not rushing into this. This is something worth waiting for. It really is. And keep an open mind, right? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's that travel energy, right? That this is not the typical type of person that you would perhaps go out with or have dated in the past. Okay, so let's pull one more card for advice for you, Gemini. And Gemini, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. And I feel like that is part of this transformation. For some of you that have said, no more love, I'm done, right? It's about coming back in and taking a look at that statement, understanding that you could have gone through a time like that where you were like, no, I'm done with the love, right? But understanding maybe that you've done the healing that you've needed to do, that, it's that energy of you are allowed to change your mind because you have done this huge transformation. It's about stepping back into, okay, that's what I believed at one time. Or for some of you, this person from the past, it could be, no, I'm never going to talk to them again. And yet at the same time, there is this energy of listening to your feelings. Why is that so scary? Right? And then giving it up to your angels. It doesn't mean that you have to reunite, right? But it's about not just shutting the door. I feel like there's this huge opportunity here in the next, 4 or 5 weeks for you to open the door to love once again. And yeah, it is such a great achievement. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I really do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now. Happy Valentine's Day.